They're holding another news conference. Let's listen.
In that news briefing, again at noon, ATF, FBI, etc., are all at the scene. Our hazardous devices unit is with them as well. As you know, the downtown area, the immediate downtown area, has been sealed off by law enforcement as we conduct this investigation. A number of our police dogs, excuse me, a number of our police dogs have been called and are now searching the area. These are explosive detection dogs to make sure that there are no secondary devices. We have no indication that there are secondary devices. However, out of an abundance of caution, we have a number of dogs that are conducting sweeps of that immediate downtown area at present. We're also going to be conducting searches of downtown buildings, particularly those impacted on 2nd Avenue, to make sure that there is no one in need of help in those. I will say that Central Precinct officers conducted a door-to-door, apartment-to-apartment, if you will, check of units on 2nd Avenue this morning just before the explosion occurred, and got persons to safety. There was actually a man walking his dog on 2nd Avenue that an officer stopped and directed in another way just before the RV exploded. The explosion knocked one of our officers to the ground. Thankfully, no officers were significantly hurt. I think one officer sustained some what we hope is temporary hearing loss, but no other officers have been injured. Obviously, there were a number of officers on 2nd Avenue working this call when the explosion occurred, and they have been interviewed by our federal partners, and the investigation is progressing. I'll take just a couple of questions. We will brief again at noon.
What caused the bomb squad to come? What did they see to make them call the bomb squad in?
When the officers got to 2nd Avenue North on the shots fired call, this RV was parked there, and there were circumstances about the RV that caused the officers to request the bomb squad.
Don, I saw an officer leaving at the intersection of Broadway and 2nd just about 6:45 this morning with 2 to 3 what appeared to be teenagers in the back seat. Do you know about this, and was this just taking them somewhere, or was this possibly...
Well, the officers would have been looking for any witnesses, anybody who may have been around in that area, who may have seen something. The Central Precinct is just a couple of blocks away, and I know that some persons were taken to the Central Precinct for questioning. We'll flesh that out more as the day goes on.
Don, do we know if anyone was in that vehicle, and if there may be any other type of setup, any other maybe potential bomb situation down here, explosion, or is it just isolated to that one, do we think, at this time?
So we do not know whether anyone was inside that vehicle. There was a significant explosion. We don't know whether anyone was physically inside it. Are you asking me, was there another explosion this morning?
Do we believe that there may be another vehicle, possibly, where there may have been another attempted explosion anywhere, or just that one vehicle at this time that we're thinking?
We are not aware of any other attempted explosion.
Do we know where this vehicle may have come from? I know the explosion probably, damaged the vehicle because he couldn't see anything at that point.
Well, that's all part of our investigation. As you all know, there are cameras throughout the downtown area, and as part of what we're doing now, we're trying to look at footage and see exactly what the cameras might tell us.
I heard several small explosions after the main one. What was that?
I don't know that. If there could have been something, and maybe some windows breaking, shattering, I don't know any of that.
You mentioned severe damage to a building. Which one and how many buildings were damaged?
Well, there are several buildings that have experienced damage on 2nd Avenue.
So this was just a shots fired call. We don't have it confirmed yet that shots were fired.
You are correct. You are correct. Okay, so we'll see you back here at noon.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you, Don.
All right, so you all just